Let's try this again without the mic muted. Good morning, Patriots. How are you today? Hope you got a steaming hot, having a bite in a moment, cup of coffee this morning. Got some fun stuff for us, some information. We'll see how today goes. Yes, take a sip with me, why don't you? Or if you're watching this later in the evening, if you have an adult beverage or something, enjoy it. It's all about enjoying life, right? You only get a few moments on this planet. It's like dust. I got to put this on so that we don't get some of reverberations. I'm not playing my speakers loud today. Hope you're doing wonderful as you're jumping on. Say hi where you're watching from. This is Mike the Patriot coming to you live from Central Missouri. It's 8:35. Going to say it backwards. a.m. on March 17th, 2021. It's, was it Leprechaun Day, right? It's the 17th, whatever that means. Yeah, I don't usually participate in Leprechaun Day. Don't care. But anyways, I hope you're having a great, wonderful day on this Wednesday. Remember, if you're going to follow me, please follow me here on Facebook right now. If you've never seen me before, go on out, drop out, hit the follow button. You can try to friend me if you want, but if you've got your Facebook all closed up, I'll accept friend requests from real people. That's basically how I do it. Anyways, you can follow me on Rumble. That's my handle on Rumble. This is me on YouTube with the A10 right there. I love A10s. Who doesn't? That was in the infantry. I'm just saying. Now, I was a mechanic, but I was there with them. So I was infantry with a toolbox. I should just went like infantry there. Anyways, moving on. This is me on Telegraph. This is where I'm on all the social media. This is where I'm really doing a lot. I'm posting a lot of stuff on there that I find, my thoughts, try to organize things for the show. I'd say 90% of what gets posted there doesn't make it to the show because, you can post a lot of stuff real quick. And so anyways, moving on from that, let me, the whole screen just shifted. We are in the middle of an electrical storm. We have rain, lightning, thunder, cats, dogs, hail, fire and brimstone, everything going on right now at the moment. So if my computer shuts off, I guess I'm done for the day. So anyways, but the good news is spring is right around the corner. So anyways, if you're watching me on Facebook, please share this video. Facebook is muting me extremely. The videos are people after people are telling me you're not getting notifications. If you want to watch my videos, you're going to have to go seek them out. So I do appreciate everybody that does watch and comment. I appreciate it. I go through, I do read the comments because I find it entertaining. I've noticed that there ain't very many trolls because Facebook ain't spreading me around. It's people that intentionally seek me out that are watching me right now. But that may change tomorrow. If you're on the YouTubes, please subscribe, ring the bell. Hit the little thumbs up button because that helps, and share the video from there, and share the video from Rumble. It will be loaded up shortly after I get done with this broadcast. So I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. We're going to talk about conspiracy theories. That's right. There's a whole bunch out there about conspiracy theories. I'm sure many of you have a pet conspiracy theory of their own. See, I already deleted that one. I had one that said it's not a conspiracy theory if it's true. So the other day, Oprah interviewed Prince Harry and his wife and all that. Big drama. No one cares. I didn't watch it. I really don't give a rip. We got rid of them a long time ago. So who cares? But anyways, there's a big conspiracy that she may or may not have had a tracking device, a ankle bracelet or whatever you want to call it, on her ankle. I don't know. So this is the screenshot of it, and they're saying that her boot is hiding something. This is a closer in look at it. And it could be. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I don't know. But as I'm scrolling through, reading and listening to what people have to say about this, I found a lot of photos. I didn't load them up, but I found a lot of photos of a lot of stars with weird little. Must be the new trend in Hollywood to have weird little boxes around your ankles, but I don't know. Does Hillary Clinton I have a picture of Hillary Clinton. I didn't load that one in with one on too. Does Oprah Winfrey have ankle braces on? I guess we'll find out soon enough. However, what I'm interested in is the fact check from the USA Today. Now, every time you post this on here, they will fact check it. They'll fact check it with the fact checks from the fact checks that are cleared and authorized and fact checked by the fact checkers' fact checks. So the fact checks make sure the fact checks are all fact checked. That way they're fact checked. But anyways, fact check, USA Today. No, Oprah did not wear an ankle monitor during the interview with Harry and Meghan. Okay, that's the fact check. It goes on to say, on March 7, 17.8 million viewers tuned in, and I was not one of them, to CBS to watch Oprah Winfrey explosive interview with Prince Harry and Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. The interview provided insights into the couple's decision to exit the royal life in early 2020. Following the interview, the interviewees and interviewers were quickly subject to misinformation online. The widely shared claim is that Winfrey was hiding an ankle monitor under her boot throughout the interview. Fact check. Prince Harry's children could not run for president under certain conditions, or could run. I don't care. I don't know why you're throwing that in. They're just throwing in that information. They want to plant those seeds. Who cares? I wouldn't vote for them anyway. They're elitists. And we're going to get to that. This claim stems from a QAnon, which doesn't exist. It's Q and it's Anons. But anyways, that's another story. A QAnon conspiracy theories that Winfrey is a member of an elite cabal of pedophiles that controls the government, media, and economy. QAnon followers believe that perpetrators will be brought to justice in a swift, stealthy, great awakening. Proponents have shared images that highlight a bump in Winfrey's right boot, and they argue that it's an ankle monitor and that they claim proves she's been secretly arrested. Oprah, Harry, Meghan are all heavily cabal. One account captions several images. Oprah showing her ankle monitor loud and proud in this interview. This is what Oprah says. Now, mind you, hold on. I didn't put it all in here. Let me back up a little bit. There's two separate instances of this. One is now, and this is a response from last year in March 18th, where someone said she had an ankle monitor on way back then. But she said, just got off the phone, but this is in the article. And being that her name is trending and being trolled for some awful fake thing. It's not true. Haven't been raided or arrested, just sanitizing and self-distancing with the rest of the world. Stay safe, everybody. Huh. That's weird that they put that in the article. But anyways, okay, cool. Yeah. Both falsehoods likely stem from QAnon-related conspiracy theories that allege Winfrey is part of an elite child sex trafficking ring. That's twice they've mentioned that. Travis View, the host of QAnon Anonymous podcast, there's a good source, told USA Today in June that conspiracy theorists target celebrities like Winfrey because they are thoroughly convinced that the only way that you can sort of achieve that high degree of success is by doing something morally deprived. First of all, I don't believe that for a minute. I believe that you can achieve anything that you desire, at least in this country. Success is achieved by people who, well, they don't quit. It's that simple. Now, Oprah is a billionaire. And there are no other media types that are even in the ballpark of the billionaire status that Oprah is in. How'd she do that? Maybe it's the same way Zuckerberg got all his money. Harpo Productions says claims are false. Harpo Productions, Winfrey's media company, which produced the interview special, told USA Today the ankle monitor claim was false. Of course, Harpo Production, I mean, if they say it isn't true, then it can't be true. In an email, Harpo spokesperson Nicole Nicholas said that the claim was completely untrue. USA Today analyzed footage from the interview and found that the shape highlighted in the photos appeared to be a fold in Winfrey's leather boots. As she moved throughout the interview, the crease shifted, indicating there was no ankle monitor. See? No ankle monitor. Not a problem. Also, USA Today could find no reputable news coverage from the cabal of a claim of arrest. Winfrey has been photographed outside her home for several weeks. That's what ankle monitors are for. But anyways, when she began her interview with Markle, she thanked a friend for allowing them to film the interview in a special property, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Then there's this little gem at the very, very bottom. Our rating, USA Today's rating, claims that Oprah Winfrey wore an ankle monitor during an interview with Prince Harry and Meghan and is secretly under arrest are false. These allegations likely stem from QAnon conspiracy theories that Winfrey is part of a pedophilic cabal. There they go again. That's the third time. Harpo Productions, USA Today analysis. Harpo Productions analysis along with USA Today. I wonder if I could do my own analysis on myself and declare myself a millionaire. I think I will. Of the interview and recent reports confirm Winfrey has not been arrested. Okay, she hasn't been arrested. Look, I can't prove it. I don't know. She hasn't been arrested. Sounds good to me. But I do have a question about the wording of this. It says, this claim stems from QAnon conspiracy theories that Winfrey is a member of an elite cabal of pedophiles. Okay, so we go down here. A couple things I noticed. Claims that Oprah Winfrey wore an ankle monitor in her interview with Prince Harry and Meghan secretly are false. These allegations stem from a QAnon conspiracy theory that Oprah is part of a pedophilic cabal. But that's not false? So the ankle monitor is false, but the pedophilia cabal thing, there's no disclaimer for that? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm just reading your sentence structure. As I look at this right here, it says, the conspiracy is that Winfrey it's a conspiracy that Winfrey is a member of a elite cabal. Does that mean there is an elite cabal? And just Oprah's not part of it, or she wasn't arrested, or she doesn't have an ankle monitor on, but there is, I'm asking, I don't know. We do know that Oprah Winfrey hangs out with a pervert. We do know that this guy, he's been charged with all kinds of crimes. Weinstein, I think is his name. And Oprah is like best buddies with him. They hang out. She defended him. So, I mean, I don't know. But do you think there might be a connection there? Probably not. I mean, she seems pretty lovey-dovey as she's sucking on his ear there. But, that's probably normal for Hollywood elitists. I mean, but then again down here, it says that it's false that she was arrested and that she didn't have an ankle bracelet on, but it doesn't say false that the conspiracy theory that Winfrey's part of a pedophilic cabal. See, it says that Harpo Productions USA Today analysis of the interview and recent reports confirm Winfrey has not been arrested. So she hasn't been arrested. Cool. But is there an elitist cabal you're not telling us about? I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend, because inquiring minds want to know. I bet many of you all want to know. I don't know. I don't know anything. But since we're on the conspiracy theory stuff, A reporter cornered General Flynn and asked him about conspiracy theories. Why don't you hear this?
I see that people say that you are a supporter of QAnon.
What is that?
It's an online conspiracy.
Is that the Blue Anon thing?
No, QAnon.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I see a lot of people supporting it. Some of the stuff they believe in. Do you support it or not?
Do I support what?
QAnon.
What is it?
The online movement.
And what does it do? What does it stand for?
I don't know. I've read that you support it.
Where'd you read that? In True, what's the name of your outfit? True what?
The Tulsa World.
Tulsa World. So did you write about it?
Well, I'm asking you if you support it.
I mean, I'd have to know what it is.
You don't know what it is?
I mean, I know I've heard about it, but what is it? What does it represent?
An online group of people that believe there's conspiracies in government.
An online group that believe that there's conspiracies in government.
Yes, sir.
Are there other online groups that have that same belief or what?
I don't know. I'm asking you about that one.
General Flynn is trolling somebody there. He's asking about QAnon. And so General Flynn's like, well, what is QAnon? You're asking me about it. What is about it? Well, the guy can't give him an answer because QAnon is a made up. It's the latest conspiracy made up by the media. So he's I get a kick out of that video just because I'm watching the expressions on General Flynn's face as this guy's like asking these questions about QAnon, and he's like, well, what is it? What does it do? What do you know about it? He just flip it right back around. Now, mind you, the day before this video, Flynn was caught with a bracelet on that said, where we go, one we go all. I'm just saying. I love it when people have the kind of sense of humor that I do. So, moving along from that, I got a couple more videos. It's going to be a short one today, I think. I got a couple more videos that I want to play. Hopefully everything will work with my equipment. I got new equipment coming, and I'm not sure how I'm going to set it up and use it, but we'll figure that out. But I'll play around with it. Whichever way gives me the best speed is the way I'm going to do it. But that'll be today. So I hope we get that set up. Now, we're going to switch subjects and talk about some other conspiracies. There's been lots of information how important it is that everybody goes out and gets vaccinated so that by July, if we all get vaccinated, we all put our mask on, we all social distance, we all shut down our businesses, we all go broke, and we hide in our cellar in our basement, we'll be able to celebrate our independence. Well, we'll be granted permission by the government to celebrate our independence. Isn't it wonderful? And the trains are on a messed up schedule today because I can hear it coming. How many of you have watched me long enough to know sometimes the train drives by my office where my studio is about, 10 feet from the railroad tracks. It's just like in a movie where the whole building shakes and I can hear it coming down the road. So let me get this video in real quick. It's real short. I think you'll like it. Somebody's asking this lady about the vaccine.
What?
Your vaccine.
I don't do that shit. Don't give me that shit about the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, with you.
Here comes the train. You hear it? I hear the train coming. It's coming around the bend. Hey, that one went by pretty quick. All right, let's play that again.
Did you get your vaccine yet?
What?
Your vaccine.
I don't do that shit. Don't give me that shit about the vaccine.
Oh, yeah, with you. Did you get your...
Oh, feisty old lady right there. I just found that one on the internet and I just enjoyed it because, some people ain't falling for this crap. And then there was this video, which I found entertaining. And you could find all these videos that I'm playing. You can find them on my Telegraph account. If you just go right over to there and you either search Patriot Mike Channel, or this is the direct link down here in the black. It says Patriot Mike Thoughts. They wouldn't let me use Patriot Mike Channel as a direct link for some reason, so I had to come up with something else. You know how it is. Anyways, let's just let me add this video and enjoy.
Possible. Wait, they make money on these?
Oh, let me back that up.
$35 billion a year? Wow. Let's get on with the ingredients. First off, yellow 6, the dye. Because I don't want my vaccine to be not colored anything. That would be boring. Aluminum. Because I heard aluminum's really good for your brain. And the more aluminum you have in your body, in your brain, the faster it works. Formaldehyde. Because formaldehyde just shouldn't be for dead people. It should be for us, too. It causes cancer? Preservatives. Because we want to be able to keep these vaccines on a shelf for many, many years. Polysorbate 80. It's a surfactant used in cosmetics. Shoot me up. MRC5. That sounds cool. It's human fetal tissue. Oh, so cells from a tiny little baby that was aborted? That's cool. Antibiotics. Because antibiotics in your bloodstream could never do anything bad to you. Chemical residues? Seems legit. Bovine calf serum. Proteins from a cow. Why not? Monkey kidney DNA. I think that's gonna help my kidneys a lot because monkeys and us are kind of similar. So the more DNA we get from monkeys, the healthier we'll be too, especially our kidneys. WI-38 human diploid lung fibroblasts. Sounds really cool. So it's from an aborted fetal lung. Huh. The more you know. MSG. Because I love Chinese food, and if I can just get MSG directly into my body, I don't even have to eat it. Chicken protein. Who doesn't love chicken?
Well, that's the end of that. If you want to watch that, I don't have the whole video, it's just that part of it. But it's on my Telegraph account. So, anyways, oh, yes. I don't know if all that stuff's in the vaccine or not. I'm not a doctor. I don't even play one on TV, and I didn't stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night. But I'm not getting it because, well, I'm not. Went to the VA clinic the other day, and every time I turned around, they was asking me if I wanted it. The old man that come in behind me, he was going, well, do you guys have it here? They said, well, no, we'll make you an appointment for a few weeks when we get it. And I'm going, why are you asking? They're sitting here trying to sell this sucker. They're trying to pimp this thing out, and they ain't even got any. You know, my wife works for a pharmacy, and they major name brand. I won't say who they are. But when they set up to administer this vaccine, they all had to go through CPR classes just in case somebody had an issue when they got the vaccine. I don't know what that means. They've been giving the flu shot every year at the same location. Every single year they give you the flu shot at this location, and they never had to go through that. But, you know, hey, you heard all. I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, don't you trust your government? I mean, the government never does anything that's not in your best interest. You know, like for example, when I was in the army, they gave us this little strip of pills, little white pills in a little strip like this. And they said, take one of these, or I don't remember if it was one or two a day, whatever it was. They said, take this as an antidote for nerve agent in case you get hurt with nerve agent poisoning. I mean, what could go wrong with that? Doesn't that sound like a great idea? Let's take these pills. They said so. That's why. You got to read up on that one. You know, the government never experiments on people. Never. You know, like when they were detonating nuclear weapons down in the South Pacific with the ships with men on them around it so they could see what happens. They never do, you know. It was perfectly safe. They would never do anything to cause us harm. Never. Because the government is always there for you. You know, Ronald Reagan, he's the one who said that the 9 scariest words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. You know, the way they would say it in Chicago or the way they would say it in New York is, let me help you. Just come right in here, Mike, and sit down and let me help you. Maybe that's how they say it down south. I don't know. They got a version of it everywhere. You know, the dark field room in the back of a pizza parlor or casino or lounge or something. Bunch of guys sitting around playing cards, smoking big stogies. Says, we're going to make you an offer you can't refuse. They wonder where government gets all their ideas. Like money laundering, for example. What a great concept. Do you know that what they do with money laundering, if you watch that show, Ozark, I don't recommend it. I only got through like the first episode. Whew, that show's rough. But I get the concept, you know, they take this illegal money and they put it through regular, normal means and they funnel it through. And the guy that's funneling through gets to skim a little off the top, and then the money all goes back in. And when you get it back, it's all clean. It's clean because it's went through a regular enterprise of some sort so that the money now shows up. You pay your taxes on it. It's all good. It costs you a little bit to do it, but, you know, better than getting caught with a whole bunch of drug money or something and going to jail. So how's the government do it? Well, what the government does is they spend billions and billions of dollars with drug companies to develop a drug, and then the drug companies that developing the drug that they got the billions and billions of dollars from the federal government pay back to the politicians that in the form of campaign donations, or better yet, donations to their foundations, because those are unlimited, untraceable, and not illegal. You know, like the Clinton Foundation or the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation or the newly set up Joe Biden Foundation. And they make a charitable donation to the 501c3 foundation. So they get $1 billion, they make $100 million donation. See how that works? Sweet. That's how these politicians get rich. That's how they launder money. And since I'm on all these different conspiracies, I don't know why these jump in my head. I got a little time to kill, so I'll kill it if you don't mind hanging around. I'm going to step on the third rail. Social Security is another scam. See, in the late 20s, they arrested a guy, International Stamp Corporation. His name was Ponzi. That's where the term Ponzi scheme come from. And what he was doing is he'd come to you and he'd say, hey, got you a deal. You give me $100. And I'm gonna take this $100 and I'm gonna invest it in my International Stamp Corporation, where I buy postage stamps from around the world and trade them from over here to over there to over. I don't know how they figured this would work, but that's what he did, and somehow make money doing this. And I will pay you $150 back in 90 days, or however long it was, 90 days, 6 months, whatever the time frame was. And you're like, cool. If I give you 100, you give me 150. That's a good deal. So you give him 100. And then sure enough, 90 days later, he handed you $150. You're like, bonus, let's do it again. So you give him the 150, you roll it again, right? Well, see what he was doing, though. What he was doing, it was money in and money out, money in and money out, money in and money out. He was taking from this bigger pool of people, the ever increasing pool of people that were giving to his International Stamp Corporation and paying out to the people who had already invested from the increasing of the money. So as long as the money was coming in, the payments were going out. And he got to skim a little off the top for himself. That's the same thing that Mr. Madoff was doing when he made off with all that money here a few years ago. It was a Ponzi scheme. His was a lot more complicated than that, but in essence, that's what he was doing. Then shortly after that, they come out and they passed the Social Security Administration. You see, because what they did is they arrested Mr. Ponzi, but when they got to look at him, they said, say, this is a great idea. So why don't we set up this thing called Social Security where we'll take money out of everybody's paycheck, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to set it up so when they first started, the average life expectancy of a male in the United States of America in 1937 was about 55. So we're going to set it up so that at 59, you can fully retire and the government will pay you back pennies on the dollar what you paid in. And it worked great for the first few years. It worked great when there was 35, 40, 50 people to one person receiving. But here about 2005, 2010, it switched. It went from 3 people paying to one person, 2 people paying, 1 to 1. Now it's 2 people receiving to 1 person paying. The Ponzi scheme cannot continue. I know it's your Social Security. Don't touch it's my Social Security. It's in a lockbox. It's over there in an account and it is mine. There ain't no lockbox, dude. There ain't no account. There never has been. No, in the 70s, the Democrats passed a bill, and I think Nixon was the one to sign it, but Democrats in Congress, they passed a bill that converted that all over to the general fund. That money, there is no separate account. It all goes into the general fund. And the general funding account is $30 trillion in debt. So there is no money. But it doesn't matter because they can just print checks. Or now they just direct deposit zeros and dots into your account. It's all good. No problem. Nothing's going to happen here. Did I tell you it was 2 people receiving for 1 person paying? Get to work. You got some folks to pay for. I always tell people, I ain't planning on getting Social Security. Oh, you'll get your Social Security. Sure, probably. They've already raised it. I have to be like 68 to get it, hoping I'll die before I get there, because that's the plan. Now think about this for a second. Just bear with me. They took that money out of your check for your retirement, of course, mandated by the government, which I don't think the government has any business doing, but that's another argument. But they took that money that they've taken from you your whole entire lives. I'm almost 50 years old. They took that money and they put it into an account with your name on it. They gave you control of that money. Okay. And you took that money and you invested it. I have a Roth IRA. It's in a mutual fund, or the mutual fund's in the IRA. It has averaged 12% the whole time I've had it. But let's just say 5% interest. That money grew and grew and grew and grew at 5% interest. And that money just sat there in a lockbox. It was your Social Security that you could do whatever you wanted once you were 59 years old. Let's just say that was how this really worked. And let's just say that money sat there and grew and grew and grew and grew and compounded interest. Okay? And let's say you got to be 59 years old. I get to get that money. But the Lord says, no, you don't. You're going home. But the good news is that was your money taken out of your check for you, put in this, and you set it up, and it's now hundreds of thousands of dollars of your money. And it's yours. You own it. And you write out on a piece of paper before you die, I want to leave to my beautiful daughter my retirement. And it transfers to her because you own it. Let me ask you a question on your Social Security. that's yours in a lockbox. It's there for your protection. What happens when you die? Where's that money go? Anybody? Anybody? It's gone. They took it. That's where it went. They took it. And if you have the misfortune of dying in the Medicaid system, they're going to take your house, your cars, and all your stuff. They're going to put a lock on your house. They're going to have an auction. I'm going to be standing out there buying it at the auction. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it grand? So just think about this for a minute. Government would never do anything to harm you. So go get your vaccine and put your mask on and shut up and get in line. Because if you do it, we just might give you permission to have a barbecue with your close personal friends and family on Independence Day to celebrate your freedoms. Cease Heil. Y'all have a good day.